Got some weird shit going on, guys. Trying to do like a response video to the fan video for the Ryan Up Church. And I live so close to the base. Come on, leave me alone tonight, guys. You want me off the internet? I'll get off the internet. Just leave me alone. They're fucking with me, y'all. They're fucking with me. Like, really bad. I was trying to do a a video, like a fan video. Like, I seen Lori did a defense video for Ryan Upchurch, and, you know, I just kind of followed some breadcrumbs and just, I was not going to I didn't want to have a crazy night tonight, but they're doing rituals and shit on me. And it's bad. I heard my house. I heard steps and, somebody walking up. I hear it, but I'm not going to jump up. I'm never going to feel safe again. The sad thing is I wish I was crazy. I mean, I wish I was making. It's just like it just sucks, Like, I know how crazy I sound saying this shit. I know that. It's like, and I didn't subscribe to the shit in the first place. At first, I didn't subscribe at all. I slammed the door in Audrey's face one night. I was so over trying to see what she could see. It was pissing me off. My mom used to do that to me. And they called her schizophrenic. I don't see anything, I just hear it. I had to take all the hearing tests. I was in the GATE program, I believe, allegedly. And now they're fucking with me. And it's some rare blue moon, and they already did some rare blue moon ritual shit before. and then I start to smell the gas. It's like it's at first. Y'all, please keep me safe. Just I can't panic anymore. It's just I can't. I'm just done panicking. My heart's fucked up. That was Tylenol PM night, the night they got to my phone. See, the good thing about, when you can make some shit up, you can make it go away, and I would love to make this shit go away. I mean, I think that's why we have to dissociate, so we can make it go away sometimes. Trying to calm myself down. I'm just down, like I'm having to wipe phones. Like my house is a mess. Like I can't even fucking go to the store. I had a guy fucking doing U-turns, like crashing into shit because they got cameras. We got the flock cameras. Remember that bullshit? I'm like held hostage. And they want to fuck with my health. Just leave my health alone. I've had enough of that shit. Oh, here this motherfucker come pulling up again. You know, it's like, I'm just not even, because he wants me to, do the whole, hey, so he can respond back and then twist it like it's my fault, like, uh, I've dealt with, like, fucking killers and fucking very smart people. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Oh, you got me into all this shit. I knew the disco that I got. Oh, I just knew it would be bad. I wanted to just be a fan, a stan. I wanted to be a stan. Oh, I had already went through the trenches in the angry grandpa community. Fuck. Like, damn. That's how I made, like, good trolls, though, being over there, I'm pretty sure. And you know what? Shout out to, like, fucking my best friend, Crystal Therese. She died, like, 419 and 420. she she was like my body double from Illinois or Ohio. She had in closet. Actually, I had done a video on my channel about like my journey and stuff before, but it talks about iritis and different like health conditions, and she had all of them except for I didn't have diabetes. But she died like, and I was so sad. And I had introduced her to her, her love of her life, on YouTube, and they went from YouTube to real life, and but it was so sad. But yeah, we were so close. um I think I've shared that too a couple times, but it doesn't get much because she was like me. She wasn't about like she didn't have to have the limelight. She didn't have to have main character syndrome or grift off people. Some people, they can't go into their community as much and like socialize. So they, like they build these communities. When they build these communities, it's hard to lose all your friends because a couple of them, the main people want to roll for a fucking loser, grifter. Yeah, that's my mom's. And I have my great grandma's piano. She actually looks like me. I did a video about her before. Her name was Genevieve Hallmark, from the Hallmark family. And I come from the Bars family. And it's part of history, especially in Pensacola, the first settlement. History is just coming a lot into play lately. But I didn't know that I was from a prominent family. But my great great grandma, she lived at the San Carlos Hotel and used to play at Rosie O'Grady's, and she played all over. She was a lady of the night, but she they had Elton John there, Prince, Andrew. We'll get to that in a later episode. Oh, the shade I could say. Oh, but it's probably gonna get me killed. Hey, Jake. So, Jake, I believe you would probably be one of the bravest people to actually describe what me and Jeff's relationship was really like since the beginning. I mean, because he's in a Discord with, I could say, but it'd just be speculation. or wouldn't. But I think the right word would probably be allegedly. The funny Wi-Fi name I seen. So they hacked my phone, y'all, but they had it was about cannibalism. I am now, Jake. I you know, remember when I like the pictures that you said that you liked of me? Those were like the when I was the happiest, really. I was going to the gym and I felt healthy. And I want to get my Epsom salt baths on and try to like get back to where I was wanting to grow my own food in my backyard. And just be humble. And kind to people. Like, can we make kindness great again? Like, that's why these, like, trolling people and that whole fucking be mean to people shit and, divide and conquer and, the Darvo tactics. I mean, all that shit is just getting so fucking done. We've seen the place so many times now in other communities. Y'all gave us weed cards in COVID. You shouldn't have did that. And then pattern recognition. Then we pay attention to shit. Yeah, and he would like cut himself and fucking do all kind of crazy shit. So that way I would never be able to get a following or have a friend. People were scared to be my friend. And I was scared to be their friend. Because I knew he would fuck that shit up. So it kept me so isolated. But in a way it helped because then I didn't end up fucking, getting any kind of fucking blackmail on me. Nobody could. Well, now allegedly I may have a satanic cult, like, doing spells on me that are fucking up my whole entire fucking body. Yeah, and every time you guys taunted him and shit, Jake, like, it would fuck, I mean, we lived 5 minutes away from each other. Like, God, you would not believe the shit I had to deal with. It's sad when I go back and I look at that shit because it all started right before Delphi. And that shit is just not gonna get out of my fucking life. But the girls don't want me out of their life. They told me yesterday. I finally met some angels that I could just talk to and not have to, like, explain how it's going to be the craziest thing that they've ever heard in their life. After reading that, you'll be right back. What are you and Abe fighting? Why are you going ham on everybody over there again? I don't even want to get into that mess. I got enough shit I got to deal with over here. And I have the right to change my opinion. And if I go in a chat, it's not an endorsement for any fucking buddy. It's me just fucking trying to not be sit in my house alone. Because y'all be getting so territorial over there. And they still be, I mean, like, Jake, why don't you just go and, like, turn your channel into fucking helping, like, stop some of these scammers? You have the intelligence to do it. And you've been around for so long. Oh, the bandwagon jumpers. I mean, we invented all that shit. Yeah, and when you see somebody that, like, is getting thrown out of a group, don't let them drown, even if you have personal bias against them. Like, and people manipulate everything behind the scenes, like, and it gets so cliquey. That's why I'm the anti-group. So, like, fuck. I mean, JC, I've been doing this shit alone all the whole 8-9 years. How fucking long I've been on YouTube? 10 years now? Shit. I've walked alone the whole time, Jake. I never had a group of friends even over in Delphi. Except for Jeff, and then all that shit. I mean, did you not watch that whole shit? Did I ever tell you behind the scenes what happened? I mean, it pretty much played out on YouTube. You had to do better, huh? I've started some trends, even though people will never admit it. But I digress. So what's your political opinions? No, I just want you to be, I want to be like, not thinking hard about anything, Jake. I want to bullshit like I used to get high and bullshit with you guys about like stupid shit and keep my mind off of things and not grift off of a community, even though I could. I'm smart enough. I could fucking, shit. But when I took drummer rehab down, it was for a bong. I said it was for a bong. And plus, I don't mind when people get donations and shit, okay? I think people should, like, be able to. But, like, don't have 10 dogs that died. Don't have, like, all these, like, hyper emergencies. Like, shit. You know how bad I wanted to fucking Uber today when I had to walk and somebody almost hit me and looked me dead in my face, too? I mean, shit. But it's like I can't even fucking do that now. You know? I mean, before I used to be able to get a little help, like, from my community. And since, everybody knows my business, they know it's only been, and Scott's my phone. They've known, for real, it's only been a few times. Oh, so see, but the whole thing with the soap operas. That was big in our day, right? So like, I had to have like, that finger. You have to leave it open ended. Who's still around? Is Kruger still around? Or who's still around? What happened to what's his face? Mark Terry. What happened to Abe? Are y'all still like frenemies or cactus? Damn, I fucking never did order food. That's why I'm so pissed, dude. Like, I fucking. Trust, I'm just too nice, dude. I just throw that motherfucker out of my house. You know, it's like. It's so easy for somebody to just fucking be nice and, like, come the right way. And it's just, I just don't fall for the childish bullshit. I'm just over it. Like, I'm over it. That's what I'm thinking about. Is like, I never clout chased off at anybody either, really. You know who got me the most subs? Fucking Tara. I heard Pagel's making videos again. Damn, I had one video of him on my channel and now it's gone. And now I don't have the fucking video. I wonder if he still has it. I bet he does. I should ask him. Thanks, Jake. I feel a lot better. Ginger mode. If you know, you know. I got my confirmation. I have the best trolls. Thank you, Jay. And little white hats. Whatever happened to Alexis? Where's her ass at? I miss her. Her life really matters to me. I would just listen to her on the phone. She would go into these great stories of books she wrote. I mean, she is like, and she's the smartest chick. And the fact that she's sitting there working at Wendy's doing her best little job, I was like, my heart was proud of her. Like, I could have trained her. Ghost has disappeared. See, Jake, you're so... That's still trolling. I just not figured that out. See, maybe you're smarter than me. Oh, shit. God, I'm shaking. I've got one fucking hand. I'm so tired of having to, like, fucking, get people to understand how injured I am, and it just, like, if showing an x-ray of what it looks like doesn't fucking tell you, then, like, but, when somebody tells you that they have no empathy and they're an asshole, you believe them, okay? Because they don't. Don't go ghost on me, Jake. Please stay in the chat. I just want to, like, pretend it's 2000 and when we all started this, when, like, chatting was easy before everything got so hard. And we've done it all on YouTube, too. So, I mean, I got injured. And then here we are. And you have an autoimmune disorder, right, Jake? Graves. You should talk about it. I bet a lot of us do. I mean, they're poisoning our food, so it's like, shit. Now we got to suffer the consequences of it and figure this shit out. And, I mean, maybe that's what we need to tell this new class about. I mean, it's just like, dude, they're going to do the same shit. It's like, but kids aren't falling for this shit anymore. Like, we don't, You know, their parents don't talk to them and it's cool like that anymore. We're breaking family generational curses. And it's going to be a rough road. I mean, some of this shit goes back till God knows when. I know people just to like record me and stuff. I wish somebody would talk to me though. I just get so anxious. I mean, there's so much history to my family in this house, and it's like a historical moment, and you know, all this seance shit's going on, and it's scary. It's scary for me, and I just want to feel safe tonight. 222. Okay. Thank you. I do feel safe. You know, it's just like I feel like somebody just behind the scenes they just orchestrate stuff. You know, that's why it's like it was just not a good idea that whole, you know, gamer community thing. And you know who started that? You know where they started that? Right around the corner from me. My little gate members. We call them the Gate Gang. I knew y'all looked familiar. I swear I went to school with a couple of y'all. Oh, Lord. What's a good way to like cleanse my house? Does anybody know? They're back. They're back. Hey Jake, when you were a little kid, did you ever have to take any like hearing tests, like randomly, and nobody else did? Someone who isn't me wants to know. Man, I don't know why the Vikings are to me. What I do to y'all? Fuck, I get this Viking finger shit. I mean, goddamn. Ah. Mm-hmm. Me and my twin have always had this thing for certain numbers. Like, it's crazy. If you're new to the chat, I'm trying to calm down. I was flipping the fuck out earlier. You know, because I'm being, like, the worst done to me right now, but I'm going to try to stay calm. Because, you know, panicking just, you know, I can't fucking go to the hospital anymore. But you're more than welcome to chat and just hang out. Basically, walk alone. I mean, do you or don't you? I hate those, like those, you know, smarter than everybody else, smartest guy in the room people. Mostly narcissistic ones that are men. They love plausible deniability. They think that's just like the answer for everything. Plausible deniability. We'll argue that, and it just has to win. But good's always gonna win. Jinxie. Jinxie pie. You know, I like saying that a lot. Because, like, I guess it just sticks out to me because I used to know somebody that owned a recording studio in Pensacola whose last name was very similar. So I always add a Y. I'm country and southern. Everything gets an extra Y to it. Honey. And coastal southern, to be exact. But I've always lived on the coast. I've always lived here. And then you'd wait, you know, waiting tables at the Waffle House. There was, you know, most of your clientele there would be like not our generation. And sometimes people just want somebody easy to talk to. You know, they don't care about class. Or, yeah, well, I also worked at, you know, a Waffle House right outside of 2 military bases. So it's like, you know, you get all kind of people. I mean, you get people that have money, people that don't have money. But you still sit at the same booths. You still rub elbows together, you know. When you start thinking that you're, you know, the leader, the smartest guy in the room all the time, you know, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Well, I think I might let this one pass. Gosh, I'm like, I get so scared. Well, hopefully tomorrow. I know I've been trying to do a stupid Walmart order to get my medication for like 2 days. Like, it's just so hard to leave my house. I mean, not every person that has a mental condition or a health diagnosis means that they're going to be unstable. And it's just easy to blame that or like leave it. It's just so played out. So played out. It's almost why we have like so many fucking movie do-overs or redos or whatever you call them. Okay. I'm sorry you guys are looking at a dirty pile of clothes. There's just everything under the sun keeps happening to me. And I just can't get it, like, it's just too much. So I just need to be alone, calm down. I was doing amazing. I'm going to do amazing. Sometimes I wish I could just say my thoughts out loud, but it's like I'm very careful. I mean, I know I could get sued, but fuck, what are they gonna get from me? I don't give a fuck. Damn, I can't even believe some of you guys have followed me from that other channel over to here. I mean, thanks to Jake, I mean, I wouldn't have any fucking subs, really, this time. Thanks, Jake, for that. Because, like, nobody would know where to find me. Some people only know to find me here. And that would be fucked up to lose, like, shit I've had for 9, 10 years now. So, yeah, because I mean, because I had my injury before Delphi, like, right before. That's I say Delphi because that's just really the main fucking thing I've ended up having to do with. And community thing, I've been consistently going over there. But I go other places too, but like, I've been on YouTube really. So it's just, but I'm mostly involved myself with those types of creators, or that's the algorithm I'm stuck in. So I see a lot of that shit. And it won't stop. It just won't fucking stop that case. I know why it doesn't, but it's gonna fucking come out anyways. See, this is why I need a therapist. Like, I have no friends or sisters. Like, I used to be able to get this shit out to other people, like, that I care about, but, like, fuck. When somebody in my shoes, like, I don't care if they hated their guts, I'd give them safety, but it's just like, I can't. I have to be fucking alone. That's what they wanted. Yeah, I bet the 5 out of 6 people watching me right now are attorneys. One guiltily just dropped out. That's how you know. Man, we invent like the trolling shit on the internet, like, I would never like catfish anybody or like scam anybody. I got somebody back one time with some vigilante shit. But other than that, like, I didn't fuck with nobody like that. Like, but there's so much of that. And nobody's doing anything about it because they're all getting blackmailed. I mean, it's wrong. And kids, y'all got to be okay today. That y'all got to tell these kids they got to be okay with mom and dad finding out. Because y'all are sometimes in the same sandbox as they like to make, these family friendly shit where there's a mixed crowd. So y'all know what to do. You do better. Do better. You don't have to be let people hang you to dry for what you've done before. I mean, fuck it. Everybody's hands ain't clean. But fuck, we got to start over somewhere. But then you'll have your people taking advantage, but you'll have other people, instead of worrying about like your Discord friends fucking not liking you, just say the right thing. History will stand the test of time. At least hopefully this time. I mean, he's trying to creep quieter, but I can still hear him. But it's cute though. I can see him too. Nailed it. Look, I didn't change the locks on you, dude. You can fucking stay if you need to stay. Just, let me be over here and not get me all upset and bothered over dumb shit. I don't fucking feel like handling dumb shit. But I don't feel like fucking dealing with cops or no shit either. Because I know how y'all like to do. I should never have let that fear be known that they do that. Because that really sucks. Like, they're not nice to mentally ill people in my town. I mean, they kill mentally ill people. Have twice that has been in my news feed. And it just sucks because, like, I have those fears. I don't just follow mainstream media and what they're trying to feed me and get manipulated and brainwashed by it. Oh, I can start to breathe. I get that, what is that called? Constochondritis or something? Like, yeah, I can read it now. Are you gonna troll me? Nathan, quit. Whatever. The hint is just the fact that you know who I'm talking about. To have a hint, it's you, and I hear you. Just come in. Look, nobody else is watching my shit anyways, and it'll go to private. There's only I only see like one person. I don't see what you're talking about. I don't know. So you had a different account that was blocked or something, and then came in. Okay, man, I know how to do this trolling shit too, Nathan. Come on, you must be fucked up to be fucking up this bad. Oh, you know, you're tired. You're getting old, man. Give up the trolling. Oh, that's fucking awesome too. Because you know, the more syllables you use, the higher your IQ. But it's still you. I did. No, I don't pander to the trolls. I ain't reading shit out loud for you. Fuck you, trolls. I don't. Y'all don't owe me. Look, I don't fucking. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. Of course not. I think I know. I don't know. I'm gonna play it as if I know either one of y'all. It'd be one or two people in my mind. Give me a hint though. What was the hint? What was the stupid ass hint? Is this a fucking bot? Can those bots? Can you like program them bitches to be like that now? Learn how to troll? Like, I know what that means. I already know what that means, and you know that I would know what that means. So then it can't be you. Because you wouldn't need me to fucking, like, say this shit out loud to fucking get it. Unless you just want to, like, you know, be a dick, which would mean you'd be the other person I think it might possibly be that could have heard me talking about it the other day. Anybody that watched my video would know what that means. The other night when I was live, I went over how I found the first video I did or re-uploaded on my channel was of Greeno and the belongings whole episode where I talk about Brie. Like, it's been on my channel. Like, what? Who the fuck is this? Okay, now I know exactly who it is. Okay. Well, I like to play shit cool too because you don't want them to guess. If I don't play it cool, then they're going to be like, oh, I know who the fuck it is. Thanks for checking on me. My number one stan. Like, I was hoping that I would be able to sleep more today because I felt, just drained after last night. Wink, wink. See, I think I'm trying to think of, there's so much I could say, but I'm trying to think of something cool to say that you guys would find inspiring. You want to talk about history? So last night I found out that I come from like, okay, so the bar is part of my family, right? Baars. Well, there's also like a bridge here, like the Theo Bars Bridge. That's my great great grandma's little nephew. He used to like give her envelopes of money and shit, but she kind of took care of my mom. But yeah, her up there somewhere in that line of DNA. Um, something. I don't know. You tell me. Man, I wish I need to go get a fucking eye appointment. Like, this being scared to death all the fucking time shit has got to stop. Because, like, I literally need to be able to do shit sometimes. And I can't be, like, fucking gang stalked. Like, I thought, can attorneys do their job now again and fucking, help some of us bitches over here? Attorneys, the good ones. I don't answer that question. My ex taught me something very, very important. You don't want to let anybody know what kind of fucking weapons you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to want to announce that shit. I mean, it just would not be very smart. And it's true. I mean, he taught me a lot. He was a very smart person. And we would talk about YouTube together. Like, cuz we lived probably like 5 minutes apart, right? But he had a family and I was taking care of my mom and I was rehabbing this horrific fucking injury. And we would send each other like screenshots and stuff and talk about YouTube and the communities and he would always be torturing me and pissed off over fucking YouTube shit. And I was going through real life shit. Are you just trolling me, Patriot Man? Because like, it's probably not a good question to ask me. I need good trolls tonight. Where's my white knight hats or what do y'all call each other? The good ones. They're smart as fuck too. They're like, come at me, bitch, or fuck around and find out. Man, they've done all kind of shit with that now. They're trying again. 4-4. They hate horrors. So what other chats you go into? You ever been to the asylum? Hey, what happened to that? Did he lose his channel, Steve? Oh man. I don't even think he's lost the tattoo that he has that's fucking disgusting. And they like to pit creators against each other and stir up drama for you because drama means content sometimes, and content means money. I mean, and I'm alright when people like collab to fake a few, but don't fucking go real life on people. But you guys end up, a lot of people get manipulated by the people that know that and like manipulate y'all. They'll troll themselves, or they'll fake doc them. They won't care if their shit gets out, and then next thing you know, like, you might have to choose between friends over bullshit, over fake shit that makes it appear one way, you know. Per- Perception is reality. It's how you perceive it. And that's what they know, that they know that. That's what they trick people by doing that. Just be straight. Fuck plausible deniability. Try read the room. That's what more people need to do. Read the room. You don't have to fucking communicate to read the fucking room. You know? But you know you read the room. So sometimes that is what it is. Well, next time, you guys, when they start trying to make y'all divide and conquer and like choose a side, tell them, listen, my showing up in a chat does not mean I endorse anything that this creator says, and just put your little disclaimer out there first and then type in the chat. Because free speech and shit, right? Oh, I know exactly who the fuck that is. Right? Just because they got a suspicious or a welfare check. Bitch, I had welfare checks for days. Okay, I didn't go. I didn't go to YouTube to the largest creator that'll have my back, and then sit there. And you know what? A lot of it is these people pandering off of fucking donations too, though. Like these people that work in a bar, or fucking waitress, we start getting a couple bucks, and then you don't want to know what it goes without, like, they don't do their money right, or they don't fucking, they get ruined by people with talons. But then they want to, that's how they stir up the conflict too, and I get sick of seeing that shit. They're trying to take down Ryan Upchurch. It's the same fucking grifting ass motherfucking people, the same fucking shit. Like, that's another trick they use. They'll have one like co-sign the other troll. One troll co-signs the other troll, and it makes it seem like they're legit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that plausible deniability, get out of jail free card. And they use that on all the platforms. That's how you know it's just like a cell of them. I just hope that y'all are a good kind, okay? I'll be nice to all the trolls. I don't give a shit, but just be good ones, okay? I think that you probably have paid so much attention that the algorithm could like make you know a little or enough little breadcrumbs about each to make it still go, but it could be just somebody that is that damn attention orientated. Come on, be good. I love y'all. Well played. But I mean, if they had my phone, but that's what they want me to talk about. Like, they want me to, like, you know, um, the crazy shit. So that way it's easier for them. They can just be like, which is crazy. But, two things can be true at one time. When has it been against the fucking law? Yes. That's why I want the government to fix it because y'all probably did it. I live near 5 Superfund sites. Look it up. That shit ain't normal. Who knows? The White House could have my fucking phone too, bitches. That's some feisty clap back in I've seen lately. I love it. Yeah, we thought that the last time we could like go back and get all the dates of when I said stuff first. But you know what though? They got my channel. I know I have some bad. I mean, but it's so exhausting going through my phone takes forever. I don't have fucking a storage or something. I never thought I was going to be on fucking YouTube like this. At least by then I was hoping to be focused on like gardening or makeup. I could find some damn good like items, like clearance stuff. I used to do that all the time. Oh my god, I had such a collection. I remember my first like the Norvina palette. I was obsessed with that palette, and that was the first one that was like stolen. Man, I'm so over people taking my shit. Like damn, I don't fucking steal. I don't fucking, like have it like that. I can't just go replace shit or fix shit. So many people don't give a fuck anymore. I blame fentanyl. You had to Google that, didn't you? You chat GBT'd it, huh? What do I know I'm not, I know I have, I keep trying to tell him I think I fucking have ADHD. Like, but all of a sudden, she wanted to test me for schizophrenia at first. And I'm like, okay, I need I'll get another psychologist. I'm allowed to switch therapists. And I'm allowed to, you know, um, get a second opinion. You have such a dry sense of humor. You must be a Capricorn, I would guess. Sometimes we tend to be a little bit nerdy as Capricorns and have like a drier sense of humor. Usually our disclaimer is like, "Oh my god, I was joking too." Like cuz our clapbacks can sometimes be a little bit. Dude, somebody put me in there for like, okay, I was the first one to coin dickmatize, but I've seen it be placed in some strange places. Actually, not very strange. Just, Reddit, front page of the news. Well, you know, the internet news. I used to do this in my backyard, and my house is just destroyed now from like the fucking uh shit that happened, when I think I talked about it before. So, okay, if you followed along the Jamie fucking redneck storyline, we'll just pretend this is a soap opera. It'll cut in and out of fucking stories, right? But like it's landed me here. This is the end of my journey. But I had this really fucking grifting ass fucking neighbor that my mom had a thing for anybody. She would claim they were picked on, and that would be like her favorite, and you could do no wrong. Like she would lie for you. She would lie to cops for you. She's lied for cops for him. And he like statistically would fight with all these neighbors around here because he would either do a shitty job or take shit or just be shitty. And so, like most people now, they're not going to put up with that shit. They don't care who the fuck your mom is or how long you've been here or whatever the fuck. They don't care. So, my mom would hire him so much, and I didn't give a shit. Like, I would roll for Kevin. But then it got to the point, like, after she passed away, I couldn't afford him as much because I think he thought that I was getting life insurance. And, I'm like, fuck. I had to pay to cremate her. Like I didn't get life insurance shit. So I didn't have life insurance, and he cuts my grass, and that was right during the heat wave. And then I noticed my AC going up. Now I think he sabotaged it. Because he did the same thing to my water up front, and I've never said a word to him about it. I just let it go. But it's like it's caught. Then I found out my elbow got infected. I found out Jeff was cheating on me, and